What is up, everybody? It is Zeph, and today we're back here gonna be playing this game called Either.io. Either.io is a would you rather game, and it presents you with two scenarios. Now you have to pick one of the scenarios, and after you pick one of them, it'll show you the results. It'll show you how many people have voted for the one you voted for and the other one, and it'll show you if you are in the majority. So today I'm gonna try to get into the majority as much as possible. So with that being said, let's just get right into it. So the first question is, would you rather have your current pet live as long as you do, or bring a past pet back to life? Well, okay, this is pretty interesting, all right? Okay, so think about it like this. You may have like the best pet ever, and then they died, and you're like, oh man, I wish I could bring that pet back to life. That's pretty dope. But then they would just live for like another, 15 years or 10, 15 years as pets do. And then it would just die again. So it'd be really sad. But I mean, at the same time, then maybe that's all you need, again, with your past pet. But then look at this. Have your current pet live as long as you do. Imagine if your current pet, right? I would probably go buy a dog right now. Go buy a dog right now, because I don't actually have a current pet with me. It's actually at my parents' house, so I'm guessing the pet has to be with me. So I would go out and buy a dog, and if I like that dog enough, I'm gonna be like, hey fam, I'm about to make you live as long as I do. And imagine if they aged as you do. Now, like, not like 7 times as fast as dogs do, or 10 times. I think it's like 7 times dog age is like you times it by 7 and then it converts. But imagine if they lived the same like you, like they aged the same process. That would be insane. Like, bro, you would be homies for life, dude. So man, I'm going with have your current pet live as long as you do. Let's see. And yo, check it out. These people know what's good. 66%. That's a lot of people. 66%, 723,000. Know what's good. They would like your pet or current pet to live as long as you do. That would be so dope. All right, guys. And the next one is, would you rather have a lightsaber or have a helper monkey? Now, this is interesting, because if you had a helper monkey, I'm sure this would be like some next level advanced monkey, like smarter than you. Because, I mean, a monkey compared to a lightsaber is pretty big. So I'm guessing this helper monkey would be pretty awesome. Like, they could do, like, your math homework. They could do, like, anything you really needed to. And that would be so dope. Honestly, that would be so dope. But it's all good, fam, because I'm all me. I'm all me. But if you have a lightsaber, right? If you have a lightsaber, you have a technology that no one's ever actually experienced or seen before. I would personally take the lightsaber. Not to kill people or whatever. Honestly, dude, scientists could like inspect their engineers really, they could like inspect it and get the technology off of that, and they could learn how to make bigger and better things, man. But you could make a lot of money off selling your lightsaber, but then that could be dangerous, because like wars could change. It could be going from guns like we have now from lightsabers, dude. That honestly be really weird. And let's just hope people do not get lightsabers on their hands and start going on crazy rampages. But at the same time, you could probably make some money off of that, donating or not donating, like, I don't know, selling the lightsaber to engineers, or even learning it yourself and learning how to make it. I don't know, but either way, I feel like a lightsaber would be cooler overall, because it's technology that no one actually has. His monkeys are around. Probably not as advanced as this would be, but a lightsaber, dude. I'm going with the lightsaber. 64%. Yeah, man. See, these people know what's good. 1 million. 1 million versus 570,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so, yeah, lightsaber would be so cool. All right, so would you rather live in ancient Greece or live in ancient Egypt? I kind of know which one I would probably prefer. I would probably prefer live in ancient Greece, because I know, for instance, in Egypt, there was a lot of different classes of how you lived and everything. But in Greece, it'd probably be a little bit better, but I'm not sure. I don't know what I would be doing in ancient Greece. YouTube videos are definitely not back then, so who knows what I'd be doing. But ancient Greece, I've always found like super fascinating, with all the history and stuff behind it. Like, there's so much crazy history behind both of these places. But bro, ancient Greece, dude, you know what I mean? You would get to see like the original Parthenon. Now, the original Parthenon is actually still there, but it's not like in its full state, right? But if you got to see the original at its prime, like right when it was built, that would be so dope. And there's just so much other things that would be so cool about living in ancient Greece. And so I'm gonna pick that. Yeah, 76% picked that. So yeah, I mean, they know it'd be dope. All right, and the next one is fly like Superman or travel like Spider-Man. Dude, this is hard. This is really hard, because if you were Spider-Man, you could shoot webs, stop crime and everything, right? You could stop crime, swing around on webs in New York City. That would be super dope. But then you got fly like Superman. All right, you can fly everywhere. You can fly anywhere. You know, if you're in the ocean as Spider-Man, I'm guessing it'd be hard to get around on the water. I don't know. Maybe he can like just make webs on the water. But can Spider-Man do that? I don't know if he can put spider webs on the water. I've never really thought of that, or maybe even seen it, but I don't know if he could like travel across the ocean like that. If he could, that'd be pretty dope. But fly like Superman, I mean, you're flying. You're straight up flying around. You're doing your own thing. Like, you do flips in the air, dude. Do some trick shots or whatever. Fly from place to place. So you can literally fly everywhere. You don't have to pay for a plane ticket or anything. Like, you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go China today, and you just fly over there. Because Superman flies pretty fast, dude. He flies super fast. He can travel like, it's hard to measure how fast he flies, but he flies fast. So honestly, fly like Superman. He's super fast and everything. Yeah, see what I mean? 67%. We're on a roll, guys. We have been getting all of the majorities because, you know what I mean? I just have a good mind, all right? I'm like-minded, like these people, all right? I don't know, but fly like Superman would be awesome. All right, so this next one is pretty interesting. Now, this one is not be able to see the colors purple, red, or blue, or see everything in black, white, and gray. Now, this is crazy because the left one basically means you're colorblind. If you can't see the colors purple, red, or blue. I believe it's actually green, red, or blue. You can't see them fully. Like, you can kind of see them, but you just can't see them fully. But in this case, you just can't see them. So you're basically colorblind in those colors. But this, black, white, and gray, you're like a dog. You're like a dog, because dogs apparently see in black and white and gray and stuff. And so you would be like a dog. Now, which one would you rather? Now, honestly, if you ask me, I'm going to be colorblind. Now, there may be some of my viewers that are colorblind. If you are, let me know down in the comments. I'd like to know. But if you couldn't see these colors, you can still see other colors. And apparently, they have those chroma glasses. I've been seeing a lot about it. I'm sure you guys have seen them too. There's these chroma glasses or something that fixes your colorblind, which is absolutely, like, just crazy that actually exists. But this right here, you're like, I would go with this because then you could probably fix it. Or, I mean, your day-to-day life wouldn't change too much. Especially if you are colorblind from the beginning, then you're already used to it. But I mean, transitioning into it would be weird, but then, like, you know, you'd get used to it. Black, white, and gray would be, I think, a little too much. So I'm gonna pick this, and yeah, 67% picked that. So they would pick the colorblind over the black and white. So yeah, that's what I mean. It wouldn't be too much of a change after time. All right, so this next one is actually a trick question. It says, would you rather get $20,000 worth of jewelry or get $10,000 worth of electronics? Now, obviously, you're gonna be like, oh, well, who wants jewelry? I would rather get electronics, but it's only worth $10,000, bro. You know what you could do? You could get the $20,000 worth of jewelry, sell it, because people buy jewelry like those pawn shops or something. I don't know. It's worth $20,000, so I'm sure you could get $20,000 worth of it, and then you could just take the $20,000, buy $10,000 of electronics, and use the $10,000 for like chocolate bars or something. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Of course, go with the jewelry, man. Are you serious? I'm disappointed. They got tricked. 63% got tricked. Get $10,000 worth of electronics. Get $20,000 worth of jewelry. Dude, you could sell the jewelry. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You could have double. You could sell it and buy $10,000 of electronics. I'm so confused. You could live in the past or live in the future. Now, I feel like living in the future would be way more scarier than living in the past, because living in the future, basically, I feel like in the past, also no one would know you at the same time. Like, if I lived 10 years from now and saw my mom, she'd be like, weren't you like that 10 years ago? That'd be so weird. It'd be so awkward. But if you lived in the past, like 30 years where you're not even born or something, no one would know you. But the thing is, you know all the knowledge that you know now. So you could bet on like sporting sites, bet on what, not sites. Sites weren't really buy back then, but there were betting. They were betting on like sporting events, but not on websites. You feel me? Like in person and all that. You could do that. You could bet on all these things. You could win. You could invest your money in like Apple stocks, everything like that. So honestly, living in the past would be a lot more beneficial if you could just live like 30 years back. You could make so much just money. You could win at life, dude. Literally, you could win at life. You could just do good things as well. Like you could catch events. You could catch events before they happen, like 9/11, anything. You could do good with that. So many good with that if you lived in the past. But living in the future, honestly, I feel like would be very scary. I'm gonna pick it. Let's see. And wow, 71% living in the future, bro. Living in the future, dude. I don't know, man. I feel like it'd be too creepy for me. Maybe not for some people. It'd be lit. You'd be like, oh, look at all this new technology. Now, that would be awesome. Seeing all the new technology 30 years from now or whatever, that'd be pretty dope. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like living in the past could be way more beneficial to your life. in the world, man, honestly, because you could catch things before it happens. You could, lottery tickets, exactly. You could know the numbers for lottery tickets. I don't know. But, this game really gets you thinking. Seriously, it's actually really crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And as always, have a nice day. And I'll see you guys later.